Hey YouTube, it's PB. Sun's out in sunny Leicestershire, feeling good. I love being at work when it's sunshine and you're just driving around fixing stuff, mending things, getting people out the shit. That's why I like plumbing. Job satisfaction. I spend half my time when I've been editing these videos, these YouTube videos, I'm sticking my GoPro camera up in the corner of the room, pointing it at the boiler or whatever I'm doing, and when I'm watching it back, like chopping out the good bits, I spend half my time just standing back looking at the job. I like doing it. When I'm working on something, I do a bit, stand back, look at it. Is that okay? Yeah. Then I do another bit, and it takes me longer. And this filming makes me later, makes the jobs take longer, but I like doing it, so I'm having fun, and while I'm having fun I'll keep doing it. So thanks for had loads of comments this last couple of weeks on my videos, getting more subscribers, getting more views, getting more comments. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, so I'll keep making them. So yeah, this week, whatever jobs I think you'll like, if I've got a bit of kit I think you'll like, I will stick it in. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Okay guys, just going to show you this. This is a service on a Wiesmann boiler. So I've whipped the burner out there, and it's in pretty bad condition. It's not the worst I've seen, like combustion pads aren't cracked, but there's a lot of crap, a lot of tarnishing going on. So we're going to clean this up. And the reason I'm showing this now is because different ways of cleaning them out, people do different things. So I've got in here, for cleaning heat exchangers, these sort of wire brushes. There's a medium one, really hard one, and then a soft one, and then some mini versions. You can just get these off Amazon. This is for a Worcester CDR heat exchanger. And you can use that on other ones with sort of flat parts. But I've also got this. Now you think, yeah, it's a weird screwdriver set, but me being me, I have modified a standard screwdriver set, if I can get it open. So look at this bad boy. So we've got a screwdriver with a rapid adapter handle, extension piece, and then wire brushes, all different kinds, different thicknesses, different sizes. Now what I can do is I can add them into my screwdriver. Let's just use this as an example. If I can get it out without hurting myself. Let's get this one out. It's really hard to do this with one arm. But. So pop that in there. So now I've got little wire brush for cleaning this up. Now obviously this is going to take me ages, so what I can also do is pop that out of there and get our little cordless, pop it in there. Watch this. And then also, let's get at the back. Pop the extension piece in. Okay, so while we're looking at this boiler, I've just talked to you through this expansion vessel. Now, if you get a Wiesmann combi boiler, with a fault that the pressure's too high or the pressure relief valve is passing. A lot of the time I found that this braided hose at the back, where it joins into the hydraulic block at the back there, it gets blocked on that point. So rather than tell them they need a new expansion vessel, just drain it down, whip that hose out. Obviously it will probably be under pressure when you disconnect it, because it's blocked, it's holding pressure in here. So just be prepared for a bit of a splash, but take that out, clear that hose, and then you're good to go. This one here, I can feel it, it's full, it's heavy, which is why on this system someone's stuck an external one on. But anyone who's wondering about the drill, this is my little Metabo 10.8 volt. Great bit of kit this is. Fits in your bag. It's got the bigger battery, the 4 amp battery, and it does come with the smaller sort of cylinder batteries. But what I like about this is you can put a screwdriver bit straight into there, or you can put your normal drill attachment on, or this angle drill attachment, turn into an angle drill. So you just pull this back and it pushes straight on. Show you, it's not easy with one hand, but pull that back, push it on, and then you can change the angle, whichever angle you want to drill at. Pretty cool. Morning guys, it's what are we on today? Wednesday morning, and I don't feel very well. I've been working during the day fine, and then get back at night, I feel all like achy, all my muscles ache. I've got like, not got the flu or a cold or anything, but headaches, all achy, and just feel a bit ropey. So this morning I'm going to a job. It's first fix some pipe work. That I've done the whole house. So they had an oil boiler, unvented cylinder, 300 litre unvented cylinder up in the loft, all the pipe work throughout the house, and I think we fitted around 20 radiators in total. But there was one room which used to be the garage, they changed into the cinema room, and that needs 2 radiators, and at the minute I've just got 2 tails of pipe hanging down, so I need to go first fix some copper into the wall for the 2 radiators, so then the plasterer can plaster the walls, stuff like that. So me being ill, like, it would have been nice to stay at home in bed, maybe get better, because I am feeling quite ropey, but being self-employed, and especially on like a job like this, if I don't go this morning like I arranged to, then I'm going to hold back the plasterer, and that might hold back the electrician, and that might hold back, you know, and when does it end kind of thing. And also, when you're self-employed, if I've got a full diary today of jobs and I say I can't come to work, damn ill, those jobs then don't get done, and 1, people will complain, 2, they're going to want it to be done the day after, but that day might already be full. So it can be really tricky being ill when you're self-employed, and I've got no one to help me. I've not got a mate I can ring and say just go and do that job for me, because I've not got that set up. So yeah, I just thought it might be interesting to some of you, maybe you guys who aren't self-employed that watch this, just something to think about. When you're ill, it can really really mess you around, mess your day up. Okay, so this one is a boiler service. Now, I've sped up the footage. I don't actually work this fast. I wish I did. Imagine how much money I could make. But basically, all I'm going to show you is the case seals on this internal combustion chamber door. Now, it's one of the most important things you need to check on a gas boiler is the case seals, because they can stop products of combustion entering the room. And then also on this one, you'll see when I whip this cover off, the combustion pads inside the burner are all shotted. Some of them are cracked, they're all brittle. So I'm actually going to be replacing those. You can see there at some point the boiler's been leaking, but it's the one at the back that's cracked. If you open up a boiler heat exchanger and you see combustion pads that are cracked, the main thing you've got to ask yourself is this how the manufacturer intended it? Because if it's not, then you need to take action. And what will happen here is the heat will escape where it's not meant to, and things will get hot. So you can see there I've got my new burner door seals that are going to go on there, and then I've got the combustion pads. I'm not going to show you the combustion pads because the job's just too big. The front and side ones are fine, it's the back one you have to take the burner heat exchanger out. So all I'm showing you here is just scraping off the old door seal. What you want from a door seal is it to be nice and spongy. If it goes brittle or rigid or breaks at any point, you've got to swap it. It's really important. So all I'm doing here is cleaning the old one off, and then once the surface is all clean, attaching the new case seal, just checking it's complete all the way around, and then it's spongy like so. Morning guys, so it's Thursday morning and I feel a bit better today. Felt rotten yesterday, and it didn't help that it was so bloody hot, and I had my work trousers on because I was doing a first fix, doing a cinema room. I was putting in some heating pipes for a couple of radiators in a cinema room, and it was literally a building site, so having shorts on when you got to kneel down on the dusty floor and there's pass load nails lying around, and it's not ideal, but it was just too hot for me. So my t-shirt was dripping wet, felt really stressed. You know, you get extra stress because you're hot. Anyway, it's another day today. I feel better. I've not had any tablets or anything, just push through it. You used to see when people get a cut, like tiniest little cut, and they tweet a picture of it. Oh my god, cut my finger, and you think, bloody hell, you're not severed the main artery, it's like just a little nick. What are you moaning about? So yeah, anyway, I felt a bit ill, but I'm alright. So I'm wearing my shorts today because it's bloody hot again. Feel alright though, got the aircon on in the van. Just wanted to say, I'm enjoying getting comments on my videos and replying to them. I'm trying to reply to them as much as possible. And one guy, Harry Coots, he's asked for a shout out. Never done one of them before, but morning Harry. He wants a van tour of the new van. Now the trouble with that is I don't really want to be advertising what's in my new van. Now I do take all my expensive kit off, my analyzer, my main tool bag, my cordless kit that's not locked away at night, but I don't really want to show people publicly what's in my new van. So that's the reason before on my Vivaro van walkthrough, I waited till I'd sold the van before I did the walkthrough around the van. So maybe I'll give you a little bit more of an insight into the van racking, but I won't really be doing a van tour showing what's in my kit. This job I was called out to was for a sort of damp patch. The paint's kind of flaking off the wall, but there was no obvious sign of where the leak was coming from. Now you can see there I've managed to make a hole and find the leaking socket. It's weeping from that socket on that 10mm pipe. Now where it comes out the skirting board, it could have come from anywhere, could have come out the floor, anything, but the way I found where that pipe was using my FLIR thermal imaging camera. And this is just another example of how handy it is to have one. Although they're expensive, once you bought it saves you a lot of time sort of finding things like this. You can see there the heat of the pipe all the way up the wall, easily identified, and that's what helped me locate this pipe using the FLIR. Right guys, see what you think of this job. So I lost out on this boiler swap because I was too expensive. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not how I would have done it. I would have started those pipes again under the floor and come up nice and straight. And then it looks like they've just capped off. That was the feed to a radiator and a wash hand basin in the room above with speed fit caps. Again, not how I would have done it. Those pipes would have come out. But it's when we get to the flue that I've got an issue. Now, it's an Ideal Logic and they don't require this, but you can see there it's not sealed where it exits the property. It's got the collar on, the weathering collar, but it's not sealed outside either. And because Ideal don't ask you to screw the flues, you can just pull that out and then products of combustion will come into the room. And I'm not saying anyone would pull it out, but someone could, and someone messing about outside could. A kid could pull it out. So I've checked their manufacturer's instructions on Ideal, and you don't have to seal it, and I just think it's crazy. I mean, what would you do? And the other thing is, they've even cut the flue too short anyway. So that weathering collar could just come straight off, and then you could have products and combustion re-entering the building. I just think it's mental.